Good evening. In previous session, we have seen the concept of generators concept. So in today's session, we are going to see the concept of modules. Okay, first let us see what is meant by a module. So module refers to a file containing some Python statements. Let us consider one file. Here, this is a file, and if it is going to contain some Python statements, for example, print hi is there in this file, and there is no semicolon. Okay, define some hi is there. So let us consider this as a some Python code I'm going to consider. Here print statement is there. So if I want to store this Python related, I am going to store in a file called as, for example, abc.py. Here this file is called as a module. So what is a module means? Module refers to a file containing Python statements and definitions. Okay, so I can consider this one as some definition, and I can consider this one as some statement. So these statements are stored in a file called as a module. So here, which module we are having here? abc.py. So that here I can consider abc as a module name. Okay, right. So generally, why we are going to use these modules? The reason is, here let us consider I want to do some operations. I want to perform some operations like addition, and here some statements are the next subtraction, and next, and some multiplication, and so on. I want to perform some arithmetic operations in my program, so that I don't want to write any code. Let us consider all these are present in one file, or we can call it as a module, in one module, so named as some operations.op.py, operations.py. Now just in my program, what I have to do, just I have to use this module, I have to import this module, so that all these functions are going to be available for my program. So main advantage of this modules is to break down a large programs into small manageable files. Okay, so that we are going for these modules. So main purpose is reusability. We can consider here also reusability. Why we can consider reusability here means, already this code is written here. If I require in my program, I will use this one. Let us consider some other person, some x is going to x wants these functions, so he will use the same module. If y wants the same functions, he will use the same module. That means the same module is going to be used more number of times, so that I can say it as a what, the code is going to be reused. So I can call the concept of what, modules provide what, reusability of a code, right? So what I can consider, finally, every .py or every Python file can be considered as an module. So just I will create one module. I'm going to create a module here. So just I'm going to take some variables, a equal to 10 and b equal to 20, and I want to take some function, define hi. Here just I will print a hi message. Okay, this is a small program I have written, and I want to save this one in a module called as, okay, let us take one more function also, define hello. Okay, here I have defined two functions in my module. So if I require definition hi, that is a hi function or a hello function, from where I have to take, I have to take it from some module. I will name that module as some welcome.py. For example, I'm going to take it as what, welcome.py. Now this is a module. So which one is a module? Welcome is a module which contains how many functions? Two functions. One is hi and another one is hello. Now if the same this requirement, that means if someone want to use the welcome messages like hi and hello in their program, then those programmers can use these functions from my module. What is the name of my module? Name of my module is welcome. So that let us write one more program. In that program, I will use these functions. Just I want to import. I have to use a keyword called as what? Import. What I want to import? I want to import welcome. That means where the functions what I require are present, those are present inside a welcome module. So that I'm importing welcome. That means I am bringing those welcome things into my file. So I brought it into my file. I want to access that. So just where those are present inside a welcome, just I will write welcome dot what I want. I require hi message. Sorry, I want to print a hi message, so it will be printed. Welcome dot hello, I want to execute, so hello I'm going to execute. Now I want to store this one as a what? For example, sample.py. I'm going to store it. Okay, right. Now observe this thing here. This is my program from where I am going to access the functions of other module. What is the name of that module? Name of that module is welcome. So my program requires, my program is what? This file is called as what? Sample.py. In sample.py, I want to get a message hi and hello. These are written in which program? In welcome program or welcome module. If I want to get those two functions, then what I have to do? I have to use a keyword called as import. If I write import welcome, what happens? I am importing the all the variables and all the members of that welcome. So if I want to use any member, which member I want to use? Hi I want to use, so welcome dot hi. Hello I want to use, welcome dot hello. Right now I will execute this program. I will get an output called as what? It will internally calls what? Hi method, sorry, hi function inside a welcome, hello function inside a welcome. So already we have seen what are the things that are present inside your hi and hello. So what is that? Hi and hello are printed. Okay. Now in this I am going to write one more function. For example, define my function. I am going to write my function. I am going to write here. So just I want to print here. This is my function. This is my function I am going to write. So now see here, I am calling what? I am calling my function. Here I will write my function. Okay, I am calling what? My function, my func. So observe this one, this case clearly. If it is available within my module, I can call directly. I can call directly. One small example I will take. That is, if you are on classroom is there, in that classroom, some Raju is there. One person called as Raju is there, and one more person called as Hari is there. So if Hari want to call this Raju, how he can call? Directly will call Raju. So directly he is going to respond for that particular Hari. There is no problem. So let us consider this is one section, A section, and one more section is there, that is B section. Let us consider. Here Raju is there and here Shiva is there. So sorry, Hari is there and Raju is there. Now the name of this one is Shiva, for example. Okay, let us consider him as a Shiva. If Hari want to call this Shiva, okay, how he is going to call? He has to go to B section and he has to call Shiva. Otherwise, if Hari want to tell something about Shiva to Raju, that means Hari want to tell something about Shiva to Raju, what he will say? Hari will say to Raju that in B section Shiva is there. That means he is accessing what? First he is going to access module, that class name he is going to use here. B, in B section there is a member called as Shiva. In that way he is going to access. In the same way, if he want to use the member of the same section, then he can call what? Directly Raju without using the class name, because he is present in the same place, so that he can call directly Raju. But Hari want to if call this Shiva, then he has to use what? B dot Shiva, because this module is different, this module is different. In the same way here, my function is present in my module only, so directly I can call my function. So automatically this will be executed directly. If something I want to call which is present in another module, first thing is what? I have to import that module, so that after importing that module I can use the members of that module. So if I execute this module, I am going to get what? Hi, hello, and this is my function. Let us consider if here I am not going to write this import statement, I'm going to comment that and saving this one. Now observe that it is going to give you a clear error that name welcome is not defined. You are telling that welcome.hi, where is welcome? You don't know what is meant by welcome. Otherwise, let us remove this one. First, I will remove this one and I will call hello directly. Okay, then what happens? It will clearly says what hello is not defined. Sorry, hi is not defined because it is not present in my module. Where it is present? It is present in other module. So that first I have to import the things from that module and I have to execute. So I am going to import the properties from where? Welcome, by using a keyword called as import. So this is the concept of how to import a module into another module. Okay, right. How to access the members? For accessing the members, we have to use module name dot member name. This is what welcome is, a module name. This is hi is what a member. Member we can call it as a function. So already I have taken what two variables I have taken there. So just I want to access them also. That is what A and B I have written. Welcome dot A I am going to write. Welcome dot A. Now see what it is going to print. Let us see. So it's going to print what? 10. Because there I have taken what? I have taken there 10. A value as 10. Now observe here. I want to take one more A value here. For example, A equal to 30 I am going to take. Now which A is going to be printed here? Same. Answer will be same. Answer will be what? 10 is going to print it. Reason is I am not asking to print this 30 value. If I want to print that 30 value, what I have to write? Print of A. If I am going to write A without any module name, that means what? I am trying to call A value within my module. So I am going to get output as what? First 10 is going to be called from welcome module and later A is called from my same module. Okay. This is the concept of how to access the members of other module. That is what here other module is nothing but what? Welcome module. Now here one point we have to understand. Whenever we are using a module in our program, that means here I am using a module in our program. For that module, compiled file will be created or generated. We can see it as generated. If you see on the desktop, you can see this one PyCatchy. Already this concept was discussed when I'm talking about how to compile a program, by using compile all and compile in my first sessions, session 2 or session 3, I think. So to create them, already when I'm discussing that concept, I told you when this PyCatchy is going to be created. When this PyCatchy is going to be created? Whenever we are using a module in our program. That means in my program I am using what? Another module, that is welcome. So for that module, compiled file will be generated and stored in where? Underscore PyCatchy permanently. So I want to show you that file, that folder, what it contains. So what it contains? It is going to contain some welcome dot compiled file. If you want to see the type of file, you can observe clearly. That is what? Which type of file it is? Compiled Python file. Okay. That is whenever we are going to, just I will write here, listen carefully. Why it is going to create also, I will tell you clearly. Observe the thing here. This is module 1. Okay. This is module 1. For example, the module name is module 1 I am going to take. And here this is module 2. Module 2 dot py. Let us take here some two values a equal to 10 and b equal to 20. Here some c equal to 30 and d equal to 40 I am going to take. So whenever I am going to execute this program, internally what happens? Internally the file is going to be taken and it is going to be compiled by the compiler inside an interpreter. Okay, already you know how the interpreter will be there. So after that, one bytecode will be generated. That file will be generated, bytecode file. Next what happens? The code will be sent to pvm, Python virtual machine, and it's going to execute. Okay, directly we are going to get the output. This is the concept. Here what? The compiled file is going to be sent to what? Python virtual machine, so that it can execute this code directly. There is no problem. If I print here C, the answer will be 30. How it knows to print 30 here? If I write print C here, it is going to print 30 because the code is present within the same file. That file is transferring to Python virtual machine. But if I write in this file, for example, I am going to write import module 1, I am going to write in my file. Now what happens? This code is not available for this module 2. Then what happens? First it is going to create a compiled file, that is what .pyc, that is what module 1.pyc will be created. It will be created by what? It will be created by the compiler. Before going to execute this program, your compiler is going to create module 1.pyc and it is going to compile. So whenever it is going to, whenever module 2.py is going to be executed, first it is going to create what? Module 1.pyc. Reason is what? Here we have to import from module 1.pyc. If it is not going to create this compiled file, then how it is going to get a value here? For example, here I am going to write module 1.a, I am going to write. So if it is not available for this Python virtual machine, how this a value will be printed? It is not available. So that first it is going to create what? Whatever the modules I am importing, those modules are going to be created here and it is going to send to what? PVM, and it is available to whatever the compiled file for this module 2 will be available for PVM. So that both will be sent to PVM. Whenever it is asking module 1.a, it is going to take from this file and it is going to print the value as some 10. In this way, internally the thing is going to be done, so that we are going to get the output. Just remember one point, that whenever we are using, or we can say whenever we are importing module in our program, for that module compiled file will be generated and stored where? In my hard disk. In my hard disk only. Observe that here it is my computer, so that if I storing anything in my computer, it is nothing but it will be stored in my hard disk. Okay, this is the concept. So if I remove this one, observe carefully. Once again, if I execute the same program, 1 minute. Okay, now see, if I execute the same program here, same again it is going to be created. Observe it. Observe this. Okay, same welcome.c python something is going to be created. This is which type of file? Compiled Python file. Okay, so this is about how to create a module and how to access the members of a module. Now already I told you the advantages also. What are the advantages? First advantage is what? Code reusability, we can say. Code reusability. So next one, if I am going to use the same thing multiple times, for example, I am having a module called as, 1 minute. Okay, first I will take a module called as some operations.py. Operations.py. In this I am having some functions called as sum, subtraction, and all other mathematical operations are there in this. So math operations I am going to take my module as. So my application, I am going to develop an application where I require only mathematical operations in my application. So generally what I have to do, every time I have to use the functions of these math operations only. For example, person 1, he is going to develop one mathematical related application, so he has to use the same thing, reusability. Already it is present using by person 1, and person 2 also want to use the same functions, same code he is going to access. Person 3, he want to perform some addition, so he can go to some function and he can execute that code. That means what? Same code is going to be used, and that concept is called as what? Reusability. And readability improved, readability is going to be increased. What is meant by readability means, for example, here I am writing something called as hi and hello. Here if I ask you to study these two things, first what you are going to study? Hi. How many times you are going to study it? One time. How many times you are going to read it? One time. This one time. So it is completed. But here how many times the sum is going to be taken? For example, person 1, person 2, person 3. That means the same thing is going to be taken or reading multiple times. That means I can say what? Readability is going to be increased or readability is going to be improved. Okay, this is the concept. Right now, here you may get doubt that what is the need of writing every time welcome.a or welcome.hello, welcome.hi. I don't want to write this much large names for to call our functions from other module. So I am having one more thing, that is what I can write I can give other names to my modules. That means what I want to give short name. That is, instead of giving a welcome, I want to give W for that module. So now see, observe this one. From now onwards, what is the name of welcome? Import welcome as W. That means I am going to import some content from the welcome, and that content is named as W from now. From this statement onwards, it will be accessed with the name what? W. That means if I want to access hi method, what I have to write? I have to write W dot hi. I want to, if I want to access hello, I have to write what? W dot hello. Now see, what will be the output of this program? So welcome is not defined. Somewhere else I have written welcome. Why it is telling it is not defined? I will explain that one. So here if I write W, what happens? It is a short name, or we can say it as an alias name. Yes, it is correct. What? Alias name. We can use alias name for the modules. What is meant by alias names? Alias name means here I am going to give some name as some other name. This is what W is the alias name for welcome. Generally, the situation what I am discussing now, you may see in your real life also. That is, one person is there. The person name is Venu Krishna, for example, or Venu Kumar. Okay, right. The same person name is some Chinnu in his house. Okay. Now observe one thing here. In external world, his name is what? Venu Kumar. In internal, that means when he goes to his home, he is called as what? Chinnu. But you can observe one thing, that if you go to his home and if you ask somebody who is nearby his home, one person is there nearby his home, and I ask that where is Venu Kumar's house? But this person says that in my street there is no Venu Kumar. Reason is what? He don't know who is Venu Kumar, because he knows only the name Chinnu, because he is local to this one now. He is local. That is what his local area, or we can consider his street. In his street, what is the name of that particular person? Chinnu. In external world, what is the name? Venu Kumar. So if external world want to access this one, he will call it as that person will be called as what? Venu Kumar. But in his street, his name is what? Chinnu. So he don't know what is meant by Venu Kumar. He knows what? He knows only Chinnu. Okay. The same way here, what I am writing, I am telling the welcome name is W. This W will be what? W will be worked only within this document only, because I am telling what? Import welcome as W in this file, so that this will be worked only within this file. Now, if I write welcome, okay, already I have shown you that. Once again I am writing, if I write welcome here, what happens? Did your main knows what is meant by welcome? It don't know what is meant by welcome, because see, in the same way here, is this person knows Venu Kumar? He don't know. He knows what Chinnu. In the same way, in this program, W means it can understand. It don't know what is meant welcome, because welcome name in this program is W. Welcome cannot be found here. So if you observe that name welcome is not defined. Reason is, in this file the name of welcome is W. Okay. So this is called as alias name. How we can give alias names? By using a as. Okay, as keyword I can give a alias name for the modules. Okay, if you try to use with the original name, it is not going to consider, because you told that from now I am going to name welcome as W. From this statement onwards, everywhere you have to use W only. If you are using welcome, we are not going to get any output. We are going to get an error. Okay, right. This is one concept. Now here, why to access every time with these names? Welcome dot hi, otherwise W dot hi, otherwise W dot a. Is it required to call every time with the names of the modules? No, it is not required. So that for that, I am going to use one more keyword. That keyword name is from. Okay, that is from. I am going to use a keyword from with the import. So how it is going to act? Let us see. From which module I want to take? I want to take from a welcome module. Clearly it is saying, it will be looks like general English only. From welcome, I want to import what? I want to import hi only. I don't want to take any other things. Just I want to import what? Only hi function. Okay. So now in my program, if I call just hi, what is going to happen? Tell me. Already from welcome, I imported hi only here. So that the hi is present in my program now, so that I can call directly hi. So if we can observe the output, we are going to get hi. Okay. If I try to write hello, observe this thing. If I try to write hello and if I execute, it will clearly says what? Hello is not defined. Why it is saying that hello is not defined? Reason is I have imported what? I have imported only hi from the welcome. I have not imported hello. So if I want to import that one also, just like having alternative, just I will write comma hello. So if I execute this one, I will get hi and hello. So if I'm having 100 functions are there in my welcome program, for example. So what I have tried every time, I have tried some other function like some other function like add. If I write in this way, 100 functions I have to write here. Is it correct to write 100 functions here? No, I cannot remember all the function names. In that welcome, I require only 1 or 2 functions so that I may remember only those names. Okay. But if you want to import all the functions of that welcome module, means what you have to do? I have to write star. Star indicates what? Star indicates all. That means all the members of welcome are going to be imported. To where it is going to import? Where the statement is written? In a file, in this file. So from welcome, all the things, all the members are going to be imported. By this statement, you can understand clearly. From welcome, what I have to do? I want to import all. All means what? Every member. From that means what? Here if I use directly a, now observe what is going to be output. Output will be 10. Now we may get one doubt that if I write here a, what will be the output? Observe carefully. So see, output is what? 30. Reason is you bought something from the some other place. You bought a value as 10. Okay, this is from welcome. This welcome is having what? Welcome is having a equal to 10. But in my file, in my sample file, I am going to write a value as 30. When I'm going to import all, this a value is available here as what? A equal to 10. But now what I am telling here, a equal to 30, then it will be removed here. This reference is going to be removed. First it is created as what? A 10. But what I am saying a as 30. So 30 object will be created and it is pointing to this one and this will be removed. Okay, right. So if you want to import a particular member of any module, so import only that member name. By using that member name you can access. For example, I want to access only a. Okay, now observe the thing, only a is going to printed. If I try to access hi function also, I have not imported that, so that we are going to get what? An error. So if you write individually in this way, only those members only can be accessed. But if you want to access all the functions or members of that particular module, then you have to write what? We have to write star. Star indicates all. Okay, right. This is about how to import all the members of a module by using a star. So one thing here you have to observe, I'm not going to write anything here. Welcome.hi or welcome.a, I'm not going to write. Reason is what? I brought it here from welcome, I am bringing here. But in before case what? Just I am writing import welcome. I am not importing all the members, just I am importing welcome. So welcome will be available to me. I want the members of welcome. So what I have to write? There I have to write welcome.a and welcome.hi. Okay, now so in this way I have to write the program. But from is what? From welcome I am taking. That means what? From the welcome means all the members of that welcome is going to be selected. Import, what I am writing? Import all. That means all the members of that welcome is available in my file. If it is in my file, directly I can access. What is the need of writing this one? Okay, let us consider. I will call A directly and I will write welcome.hi. Let us see what happens here. See here what happens. Welcome is not defined here. So this point I will explain later. So we have, whenever I am going to write hi here, oh sorry, if I import by using a from, then directly I have to access those values or members. Okay, right. Now this is about how to import the members of a module from one, a module from one another module. Now I want to show you various possibilities of importing. Okay, just I will write two more functions in my welcome module. Just here I will write some add also, and here I want to pass some two parameters, and here I want to perform a plus b. A plus b I want to print. Okay, next I want to write some multiplication also, multiplication, and I want to perform some. So here just I will write a comma b, a comma b I am going to write. In the same way here also I will write a comma b, and I want to print what? I want to print a into b, a into b, right? So this is my module. Okay, now how many ways I can import those values from here? First way, directly I will write import module name. I am going to write, sorry, import, what is my module name? Welcome. So welcome. Now what happens? I can access the members of welcome as what? Welcome dot add of 10 comma 20. What will be the output of my program? I am going to get answer as 30. Yes, as we know, we have seen this concept, no problem. Next, second one is I want to import multiple modules. So just I will take one more module here. So just in that I will take only one function. Here I am going to write one function called as division. Division I am going to write. Okay, just I will print a comma b. So I'm going to divide a by b, and it's going to print the result. I will save this one as a sample one. Already sample is there. I will write sample1 dot py. So now I'm having two modules. One is sample, sorry, one is welcome, another one is sample. I have written sample. Just I will change it to welcome. Okay, welcome one I am going to change. What are the modules I have now? I am having two modules. One is what? One is welcome one, another one is welcome. Now I want to access both division and addition concept. Right, now observe the thing. From where I have to access? From sample I want to access. So here I have to import what? Welcome comma welcome one. For example, welcome one. So just I want to call division. Welcome one dot division of 10 comma 2. What should be the answer? The answer should be what? The answer should be 5. So we got 5.0. Why it is going to give me 5.0? Reason is, whenever we are going to divide a number by using the division, where it is going to return float only. So I can write any number of modules here. Okay, next type is aliasing. So welcome as W. If I write in this way, what happens? Everywhere I am going to use, I have to use what? W only. Okay, I will remove this one. So this is the concept. We are going to get answer as what? 30. Yes. Now you may get doubt that, sir, if I want to import multiple modules with alias names, that means what? Welcome as W I am having. I want to call my module one, that is welcome one, also with a shortcut, short name. Just I will take welcome one as W1. Let us take W1. So how can I execute? W1 dot div and let us take 20 comma 10. Now see, we will get an answer called as what? 2.0. We can write any number of alias names for any number of modules in a single statement. There is no problem. Okay. Now, if I want to import a member of any particular, what can I say, a module. So what I have to write? I have to write from keyword, from where, from welcome. I want to import one function called as add. I want to import only add. So if I try to access other than add, will we get anything other than add? Okay, 1 minute. Here I have written W. So I have not given any directly welcome. I have written here. Just I have written welcome. Sorry, it should not be there. As I am going to import to my file, we should not write anything here because it is available here. So that we are going to get what? 30. Now, if I want to import the members, subtract, and there I am having A, there I am having B. So in this way, if I want to import multiple members, I have to use in this way. I am going to print A, for example. So here observe the output. Cannot import sub from welcome. Why? Because I have not imported A. So let us try here. Okay. Now, okay, right. Now here what has been cannot import sub from welcome. Why? Let us see import error. Why we are going to get import error? Here from, oh, I'm not having any sub here. I'm having MUL, and MUL add and hello is there. So that I'm going to take right here. I take multiplication. MUL I will take. Right. I will save this one and I'll execute now. So you can understand what we are going to get 3 and 10. This is one way of importing the members. So no need of writing this way directly. I can write by having this star. Just I will take what? Star. Now I will save this and I will execute this one. So what happens? Same output we are going to get. Right. Next one. If I want to import one concept, I think I have forgot. I want to import one member, that is add member, but I want to keep some alias name for the member also, that for that member. So see here, observe that one. I want to import add from the welcome, and I want to keep what? Alias name. Just I will place what? As. I want to keep some name as X. Okay. Now if I call X of 10 comma 20, it will, we will get an answer. Okay, 1 minute. Here A is not defined. So because I have not imported A, so that I will remove this one. Now observe. What is the output? I got 30. That means I can also keep alias names for the members of a module also. Okay. Next, from welcome. From welcome, import. From welcome, import star. I am writing import star. And here I am going to write what? Let us try here. Welcome as some W I am going to write import star. Is it correct? Let us see whether it is correct or not. I will change this one as W dot add and let us try this one. So we are going to get what? Invalid syntax. So it is not possible. Okay, it is not possible. So please wait for a minute. Okay, so this is about how to import the members of another module. Now let us go to the concept of reloading a module. Okay, so first I will show you whatever the things we have discussed till now, in how many ways we can import the members. First way is what? Import by using only module name. So module name. Second one is what? We can import n number of modules. So module 1 comma module 2 comma so on. Okay, next, if I want to keep the name, alias name for the module, what I have to use? As keyword, as m for example. Next, I want to keep alias names for multiple modules. So module 1 as m1, next module 2 as m2, and so on I can keep. Okay, next one, I am going to, sorry, all the cases I think I have completed here. Now from keyword I want to use, that is from welcome, or I can write a module here. From module 1 I want to import only one member, so I have to write what? Import that member only. Okay, now from that module I want to import some of the members, not all the members. I want to use some of the members, so import member 1 comma member 2 comma member 3 for example. That means how many members are going to be imported from that module? Only 3. Let us consider there 10 are there. I want to import only 3, so that I have imported 3 in this way. Now I want all the members of that module, so what I have to write? Module 1 import star. Okay, import star I have to write. So this is about how to importing. Now by using this keyword, how to alias the member. From keyword, how to use the alias name for a member. From module 1 I want to import a member called as member 1, and I don't want to use that name. I want to use some other name, as that is m1 I am going to take. That means in this program I will not use member 1. Instead of member 1 I will use m1. Okay, I can have any alias names. So second member if you want, write on member 2 as m2 and so on. We can take any alias names. So these are the possibilities of importing the members of module. Okay, next concept is reloading the module. Reloading a module, that is, what is the example we are going to consider generally? That is what? Welcome. I will take welcome here. Just I will remove all these things, and first I am going to consider that here nothing is there. Just I am going to take one statement. Okay, here this will be printed. I am going to write this will be printed when someone is importing welcome. Okay, you have to understand this concept, because in this welcome, what is there in this welcome? I am not having any functions. Okay, so that whenever I am going to import welcome, observe the thing here, welcome. Now here I am going to write some print. I am calling, for example, I am calling welcome module. Sorry, I am importing welcome module. I am importing welcome module. What is there in welcome module? In welcome module, I am not having any functions or any members. Just there is only one print statement is there. Observe the case now. So if I execute, we are going to get what? First module is going to be imported. That means what is there in that module? In that module, I am having only print statement I am having. So that only that print statement will be printed. There is nothing to import here, so that it will be printed. Next, why here next statement is I am importing welcome module is printed? Because in this module there is I am importing welcome module is there, so that it is printed. Now the case is, so here I have only one welcome is there, so that one print statement is printed. If I write second time also import welcome, now the case is, will this will the output will be, what will be the output? This will be printed when someone is importing welcome, will be printed once or twice. That is the concept we have to see. So that is, here I have written 2 times import, so that as per our knowledge, what should be there? The output should be, this will be printed when someone is importing welcome has to be 2 times generally. But here if you write n number of import statement also, your how many times welcome will be imported? Only once. If you write n number of statements also, output will be what? Only it will print one time only. If you write 10 times also, for example, if you write 10 times, so if you write 10 times also, there is no it will not print anything. So observe thing, it's only printed one time only, because if you are going to import any module, what happens here in our current working directory, one PyCatch is going to be created. In that, what happens? Welcome dot C Python is there already. Welcome dot compiled file is there. Compiled Python file is there. So once again, if it is going to if it tries to create that file, already it is present. Why it will be created? If the file is created multiple times, then automatically here the output will be multiple times, but file will be created only once. If the file is not there, it will be created. If you try to import that one, it will not create new file, because already it is present, so that you will not get a output multiple times if you import multiple times that welcome. Okay, right. Now the concept is, while I am executing some program, while I am executing some large program, some modification has been done in my module. Then what happens? That modifications also has to be affect to my program, but generally what happens means it will not be done in my program. Okay, right. Once the module is loaded into the program, sorry, into program, and it is, if it is executing, then what happens? If that module what I have imported, if there is any modifications, then that will not be applicable for our module. For example, I will take the example. So see here I am right, I had one module, the module name is module 1. For example, I am going to take it as a module 1, and module 2 is there. Module 2 is my program what I am executing now. So in this I am going to write import module 1. Okay, now what I am doing, I am importing all the contents of module 1 to module 2. Here the how many lines are there? For example, 1000 lines of code is there. 1000 lines of code is there. But while executing this program, while executing, the program is not completed, we are executing this program. At that time, this is modified to 1010 lines. 10 lines are added. Generally what happens, this 10 line updation will not be given to this module 2. Let us see that example. So how it is going to be? If I need this 10 lines also, there is one concept called as reloading. So I will show that one. First I will show the disadvantage without using reloading. After seeing this disadvantage, I will go to the reloading concept. So first I am going to take two modules. First one, welcome module, I will take. In this, what I am going to do means, I am going to write one statement, that is print statement. Here I will write, this is printing one time. I will write printing first time. I am going to write first time. Okay, right. This is my welcome module. Observe that this is which module? Welcome module. Welcome.py. There is only one statement is there. Now I am going to second module, that is what, wherever the program is there. Here what I am doing means, I want to import welcome. So I have imported this welcome. Now here I want to import that module, so that that print statement is going to be printed here. Okay. Now here also I will write some other code, that is, this is my module. So what is the output of this program? This is my module, and that statement is going to be printed. So this is the case. There is no problem up to here. But now I want to make the modifications in my program. In which program? Welcome one. Okay. So if I execute this program, there is no time to modify. So that I will keep what I am going to use one function called as sleep method. So observe that one. I want to import one more thing, that is import sleep. I am going to import time. I am going to time is one module. In time I am having what? I am having a sleep method. So first I am going to do what? I am going to use the concept of time dot sleep. So time dot sleep, I will make it to sleep for 30 seconds. Okay, right. Observe now. After printing this one, I will do what? Time dot sleep off. First I will make it as a 10 seconds only. Right. Now observe the case. Here I am going to save this one. And next, see, observe the output here. So printing first time, and in this time I want to print I want to update something high. Okay, now let us see the output will be printed or not. It has not printed. Again it is waiting for 30 seconds. Let us see whether the updated data is going to be printed or not, because I updated something there, so it has to be printed here. So let us see whether it is printing or not. So it is waiting, it is sleeping, so that it is taking some time to print. Okay, so it will take how much time we have written there? There I have written 30 seconds. See, observe this one. I have written 30 seconds. So I will modify. First I will here write 30 here, later I will write 10 here later. So after that program is completed, nothing updation is not going to printed. Now once again I am going to write first. Observe this one. Here what I am having, first I will write only with one statement. Okay, I will write with only one statement, and I will save this program now, and I am going to second module, this module, and I am executing what? I am importing welcome, so that what statement has to be printed? First statement has to be printed. After that it is sleeping for 30 seconds. After that I am printing, this is my module. In while it is sleeping, I will update my welcome module. Let us see whether that updation is going to be reflected in my output or not. So this is not required. After that this sleeping is not required. Just I will remove this one. Now I'll execute. So this is executing now. So printing first time is printed and it is sleeping. So in at this time I'm going to get one more statement called as hi, and I'm saving it. So generally what happens, it has to print that. Let us see whether it is printing that updations or not. Let us see here. See, printing first time and it is wait sleeping. I have updated that file and it will not print. Okay, but what I require, I want to print that data also while executing the program. If any updations are given for the module, that module has, that updations also has to be printed. Okay, but it is not printing here. Hi is not printed. So for this reason I am going for the concept of reload. Okay, I am going to use a function called as what? Reload. If I write a reload, then automatically what happens, then whatever the things that are updated there, then it will be updated directly. So observe this one. The same example I will modify by using reload. Reload is a function from mat, that is what, from one module. The module name is import lib. The module name is what? Import lib. This is one module. In this I am having one function, that is reload. I am reloading that one. Sorry, I am going to import that one. And first what I am going to do, I am going to keep some time as some 20 seconds I am going to place, and this is my module I am going to print. After printing this one, I want to do what? Reload. Reload means what? Once again it will check whether there is any updations or not. So I will update what module I want to check with? Welcome. I want to reload the welcome. So after reloading this one, once again I will sleep for 20 seconds. Okay, once again I'll sleep for 20 seconds. Right, once again if I upload anything, if I, what can I say, if I update anything, then again it will be updated. So I will write welcome. So I will update 2 times here. So after doing all this is end of module I will write. this is end of module, my module. Now observe the case. So here what I am doing, first it will sleep for 20 seconds. While it is sleeping, I will update that file. Okay, so that what happens, first it will print welcome. After it, whatever they reloaded, that means whatever the updates that are going to be done, that will be printed. After that it is sleeping. While it is sleeping, once again I will update. So again it will be printed here. Okay, let us see that concept. So now it is sleeping. After printing, already printing and high is present there. Now I want to print one more statement while it is sleeping. That is what I want to print hello here. First, I want to print hello. Right. Now observe what is going to be happening. It is sleeping. Okay, go on sleeping for 20 seconds. So after 20 seconds, what happens? It is going to reload. Observe this. It has printed what? It has printed this is my module and whatever the things that are present in that module which is updated. So hello is also printed. So in this time I will change it as a one more thing, that is what? Hell I am going to do it. Okay. Now see, it will print what? Printing first time. See, hell is also printed here. So this is end of the module is printed. That means while you are executing one program by importing some members of other module, if you want to update, if you require the updated data from that module, we have to use what? We have to use a function called as reload from which module? Import lib module. Okay, this is the concept. So I think you have understood. So just I will explain the scenario once again here. So what happens here? First, in my module, I am having, this is module 1 dot py. In this, I am having what? Only one statement, that is print high. Just I'm taking 2 lines of code. Generally, if you are taking large programs, if there is a huge updations are there in that particular module, that has to be affected to my module also, to my program also. So at that time, what I will do? In regular intervals, I will do what? I will keep reload function. So whenever I'm going to apply reload, what happens? Automatically new updations also will be applied to my program also. So here module 2 is there, module 2.py. Here I am importing that module 1 here. So if you import module 1, whenever I'm going to import, what is there to import? Print high is there. So output will be what? High. So and here I am doing some process. When I'm doing some process in my code, some updates has been done in my module 1, that is print hello, for example. So I need these updations. So it is updated. I am using that module also. I need this hello also, for example. So what happens? If you write normally without using reload, it will not be executed. So in somewhere, after some time, if you apply reload function of module 1, so it will reload that module 1. If there are any updations, it is going to print. Let us see if there are no updations, what is going to be happen. Okay. Right. I will not do any updations here. Just I will take only one line and I will decrease the time also here. Just I will take the 5 seconds. See, 5 seconds I will take, and here also I will take 5 seconds. Here also I will not do any modifications, and let us see what happens. So see, printing first time. Okay, it is printed. After that I am not going to modify. Again it is printing what? First time only. Reason is the updations are not there. So it is reloading that one and it is checking for any updations are there or not. There is no updation. Then what happens? Then updation will not be done. So as we are seeing here for a simple statements, but if I write a code, this one you have to understand. See, listen carefully here. This is important point. As I am showing you only print statements, you cannot understand. But generally, what I have to show is, so functions I have to show you. So here there is add function is there, and here some statements are there. So this is what module 1. Okay, module 1.py. From my module, I am going to import module 1. So now what are the things that are available? That means only add is there. So I am going to use some module 1.add I am going to use. But as I am importing that one, if any updations are performed here, I should get it. So while I am executing this one, they have written what? Some subtraction also they have added here. So that has to be available for this one. It is not going to print anything. so that after executing or some time, I'm going to write reload of module 1. So from this statement onwards, what happens? From this statement onwards, these two are available for this one. Okay. For after time, some time, they are updating some other thing. For example, multiplication. So what happens? After some time, they are applying reload. Okay. Here I'm going to write reload of module 1. Now it will check for updations, so that if there are any updations here, that will be updated to this program also. So this is the reason. Just I have taken only one print statement. There you may not understand this logic. Okay. If any system is running regularly, where we are going to use this concept, if any system is running continuously without any stopping, so if any updations are required from, see here one module is updated, so automatically what has to be done, this module also be this particular program also has to be updated. So in between, what I have to write, reload of some module 1, it will be reload after some time. If any updated are, sorry, if any updates are there in module or not, if I want to check again, I will apply what, reload of module. In regular intervals, I will write what, reload of module, reload of module, and so on, so that I will not miss any updates from that module. Okay. So this is about reloading of module. So in next session, we will see some other concepts of these modules. Thank you.